Hi, this is Bill Watkins. For the last couple of weeks, we've talked about the influence of Satan and what Satan is doing to hinder the gospel. And I realize there's always the possibility that I could cause you to despair. I don't want you to. The Bible's very clear. Greater is he who is in us than he who is in the world. So I don't want you to despair that Satan has power, but I want you to know that he does have power. And with God's help, he can be defeated. But he's stronger than you, and he's stronger than me, and he's smarter than any of us. And I'm talking about 6 ways that he hinders the spread of the gospel on earth. And the first we mentioned last week, which is that he blinds the minds of the unbelievers. Here's another way that he does it. In Matthew chapter 13, verses 3 and 4, when Jesus is giving the parable of the sower and the soils. And then verse 19, where he explains what he means. He told them many things in parables, saying, a sower went out to sow, and as he sowed, some seeds fell along the path, and the birds came and devoured them. And then you go down to verse 19, where he describes what that means. He said, whenever anyone hears the word of the kingdom and does not understand it, the evil one comes and snatches away what has been sown in his heart. That is what is sown along the path. So when evangelism begins, Satan increases his efforts, and he's pictured here like a flock of birds coming down on a pathway and eating up all the seeds before they have a chance to germinate at all. He always tries to take it away before it can get in your heart. That's what Satan has done. And he uses all sorts of things to distract us or snatch the word away. He can use radio and TV and social media and crying babies and squabbling spouses and wrecked cars and trouble at work and gambling and pornography and drugs and whatever it is that will divert you. Anything that will take the word from your memory is something that he will see to will get into your life. He wants to snatch the word away. He hates it when you do what the psalmist said to do. Remember in Psalm 1, blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stand in the way of sinners, nor sit in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. Satan will do almost anything to keep you from meditating day and night. He will distract you so that you won't think about it. I have a preacher friend that preaches in Brackettville, Texas, who told a story about his daughter that I really love. He said when his daughter was about 3 years old, every time they would go into a store, she would wander off, and then they would look around and she would be gone, and they would panic and search all over the store and eventually find her. But every time they went to the store, she did it, even though they told her not to do it. So he decided that he was going to teach her a lesson. When they went to the store the next time, he was going to let her wander off and get lost and then realize she was lost and cry and call for him. So they went into the grocery store, and he said, sure enough, within 5 minutes, she had wandered off. And he said, I just stayed back where she couldn't see me, but I knew where she was. And he said she went down the first and second aisle, and by the time she got to the third aisle, she realized that her daddy wasn't there, and she didn't know where he was. He said her lips started quivering just a little bit. She was about to break out in tears when she saw a bin full of brightly colored plastic balls. And she went over and grabbed those and started playing with them and forgot all about being lost. Can I tell you, that's what Satan does to us again and again and again. He will distract you to keep you from thinking about the most important things. I've been thinking about this a lot. I love football, but do you know why we pay football players the kind of money that we pay football players? Because they entertain us and keep us from thinking about the rest of our life. We spend money on entertainment and sports and all sorts of things, not because they're evil in themselves, they're not. And if you enjoy them, I'm happy for you, and I enjoy them myself. But don't let them distract you from your primary purpose on earth. And it has nothing to do with sports. It has something to do with God. Don't let Satan snatch the seed of the word from your heart. Keep meditating on it day and night. Thanks for watching.